Hey, Statesmen Nation, welcome back here as we are sitting down with head women's lacrosse coach Josh Bell. Josh, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm pretty good, thank you very much. So getting into it here, last season, pretty successful season, kept building up, and I think it was your first season kind of taking over on the team. So you just want to kind of take us through a recap of how that went?
Yeah, of course. The first half of the season was great. We had, of course, a positive outcome of the season. I think before spring break we were 6-0, and then after spring break we were 7-1, which was great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, go to spring break and go 1-1 on the road is awesome.
Yeah.
And then we had some ups and downs throughout the rest of the season, but overall it was a great season. Very minimal injuries, very minimal hardships and adversities, but we powered through it, and it was a great season.
Yeah, it definitely was. And I know during that season you had a lot of seniors that did a lot for the team. So as they're gone now, you may want to talk about some of the returners who are back from that team last year.
Yeah, absolutely. 3 of our prize returners are now our top 3 captains. They're Emily Ferguson, Ashlyn Hoffman, and Leanne Gruber. They're amazing help on the team. Whenever I tell them to go do something, they go do it. Whenever I need help, they're there to help me out if I need clarification on something women's lacrosse, because I'm still a little new to the sport. They're there to help me out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's outside of them, we just have a great group of seniors that are around them, and it's a great lacrosse team.
So outside of those returners, who are some of the newer faces that we'll see this year for the team?
Yeah, some new faces that we have on the team this year is our goalie, Katrina Deinhardt. She's a transfer from Elmira, and she was originally coming here to play attack, and now she's stuck in cage. I don't mean that to be a bad thing, but she's great at goalie. She's an all-around outstanding player. She can play attack, she can play defense, but right now she's excelling in the cage. So. And then we also have Crimson Cleveland. She's transferred over from soccer, and she's picking up the sport like it's her second nature almost.
Yeah.
It's incredible how fast she's picking it up. On top of that, we have Morgan O'Connell. She's a freshman this year, and she's going to be huge to our attack line. Right now she's a little injured, but that's okay. Once we get her healthy, she'll be on the field again.
Yeah. Okay, so with that, it sounds like you have a great group of new people coming into the team. So with that, I'm getting to the schedule here. Maybe talk about your non-conference schedule and just some of those key games that you have in this non-conference before the Heart starts.
Yeah, so our first game against UHSP, I'm pretty sure, is a non-conference game. We played them last year, and that was a really good game. They're a really competitive, fresh team, and we play them on Saturday, and that's going to be an epic game to watch. It should be a really epic game. They've grown their roster a lot. I think they have 7 or so freshmen from this class, and they're a growing team. We're all growing teams, and we're all putting in the work.
Yeah, and then so leading into the Heart play, can you maybe talk about how the Heart competition is going to be this year and what you're expecting?
Yeah, every year the Heart's always competitive, but this year I expect it to be a lot more competitive than last year. I know Benny and some of the other teams are heavy on their recruiting, trying to recruit some of these higher end girls that we're trying to recruit, and wherever we're not getting a player, they're getting a player, and they're just filling up their roster, trying to make the most of their team, most of their competition, so that they can beat the crap out of William Penn. But I don't see that happening.
That's a good thing. So as you say, you don't see that happening. So for this team to be successful this year, what needs to happen, or what goals need to be achieved?
I think the biggest goal that we need to achieve is just bringing together the family aspect of a team. Some of the girls right now, they're kind of struggling to form that bond, just because just their separation around campus, off campus. They don't really have a lot of touch in their classes.
Yeah.
But bringing them together on the lacrosse field and getting them to become that one family unit is going to be huge for the team.
Well, you heard him here, Coach Josh Bell. He talked about how big of a family environment he needs a team to be and how they should be, and I think that's how William Penn wants it to be, a very close family here on our campus. So again, thank you for joining us, Coach.
Yeah.
Very much appreciate it, and make sure you tune into their first game.